What is a war crime anyway? A warning to some of you, the images used in this video could be a bit graphic, but they're needed to tell the story. War crimes is a term we have heard a lot about lately, especially after the invasion of Ukraine. And it's been especially top of mind this week when horrific images have surfaced from towns like Bucha. These are details hard to comprehend even in the fog of war. And it may not feel like it, but as it's put by the International Committee of the Red Cross, war has rules. The agreed upon rules of war are contained in the international law or treaties called the Geneva Conventions. These rules were created in the wake of World War II, signed by the leaders of 196 countries. No other international treaty has had that much broad support. In short, civilians cannot be attacked, nor can their infrastructure be attacked if it is there to support life. You can't just bomb hospitals and shelters. And yes, there's evidence of that happening in Ukraine. Retired Army General Barry McCaffrey tells me these international laws or rules of engagement were so important, he'd keep a copy of it in the breast pocket of his uniform.
In Putin's case, this is happening through air power and artillery. So they're deliberate standoff attacks of heavily populated urban areas, resulting in the killing, I think we're going to discover, of thousands of Ukrainian civilians.
Even certain weapons are banned because of the indiscriminate suffering that they cause. I counted 12 listed on the International Red Cross website: chemical weapons, biological weapons, and cluster bombs among all of those banned in wartime. Now the big question, if a crime was committed, which again there's evidence there has been, what can be done about it? Can anyone actually be prosecuted for these war crimes? President Biden thinks so.
We have to gather all the detail so this can be have a war crime trial. This guy is brutal.
The International Criminal Court has already begun investigating whether these crimes are taking place in Ukraine. As General McCaffrey puts it, these kinds of crimes take years to prosecute, and it's far easier to pin a crime on a soldier who's committed it rather than the leader who ordered it.
It doesn't mean they're not important or that evidence shouldn't be collected, but it does mean that it will not be a factor in ending this war.
A prosecution has happened before. Most recently, the International Criminal Court prosecuted former Yugoslav President Slobodan Milosevic for war crimes in Bosnia, Croatia, and Kosovo. So the calls for war crimes to be prosecuted in Ukraine are growing. This morning, New Zealand said it would provide funding for the International Criminal Court to investigate allegations against Russia.